family goals. Many clients have a hodgepodge of investments that they've acquired over the years. They're depending on them to support them in retirement or find an estate for the heirs, when you have no idea of what they have or if they're suitable. So we actually see this a lot, and it takes a bunch of different forms. So, you know, we have our life savings. It takes a long time to put your life savings together, and it's going to supplement your Social Security and your other retirement pension if you have that. So our life savings is mighty important to us. And what we would like to do is we'd like to get a decent return over time on this money and use it wisely. So it's available for retirement, and if we've accumulated whatever's left after we're gone, we want to go to the kids. So what are why is this a problem? Well, the classic problem is that you know, a lot of times people worry about how much fees they're paying, or they worry about a lot of things, but oftentimes the biggest problem is that the husband and wife aren't really on the same sheet of music about how the investments work. And so if, let's say the husband's been managing the investments and he's fairly comfortable with that and he passes away, now the wife, she was familiar with what he was doing and she was comfortable with it while he was around, but she wasn't responsible for it. Now she's responsible for it. And what's the market doing? It's doing whatever it's doing. Like last fall, it kept going down like this, and it was making everybody really nervous. Well, so what does the surviving spouse do? The surviving spouse moves the assets to a bank CD or moves them to an annuity, because it sounds like that's a lot safer and it's not getting all this volatility going. And frequently when that's done, the effect is to take a loss, because what caused the surviving spouse to do something was fear of the market decline. So they sell and put it into a CD, or the annuity salesman talks them into buying an annuity at that point, because the annuity salesman says, this is what you need, it won't go down, it'll just go up. Who can argue? I mean, that's such a wonderful argument that appeals to a lot of people. It doesn't matter that it's not a very helpful way to look at things. But at any rate, as a result, the portfolio goes from here to here, and now it is stuck permanently in many cases, because once it's in an annuity, it's going to be tied up for a long period of time, or if it's in a CD, unless frequently people don't change that. So here's what happens with the life savings. Somewhere in here there's this lack of continuity, and it takes a big chunk out of it, and now it can't increase anymore because it's out of the market, right? And then the kids get it. Now the kids may be smart, but the problem, and they might even be responsible, but a lot of times the kids really don't have much of an idea, as it turns out, about exactly what to do with their investments. The first problem is that if you listen to radio or watch TV, you know that, like those Schwab commercials, even a baby can invest in the stock market, is what you get that impression. Or you listen on the radio, when I'm coming to work, I hear about the online trading academy. There is no there. This is not an investment plan. This is just gambling. It won't work. It doesn't work. Anyway, so all of this stuff tends to make people, when they first receive inheritance, overly confident about their ability to invest and win big. And the result is they invest and lose a chunk off the start of things, right? Terrible. So there's another haircut as they're getting started with this. The other thing that happens when people inherit money is even the responsible ones, they're not sure what to do with it. And it's funny, what I see is the husband and wife save this money over decades, right? And then they in many cases, they were very careful with it during their retirement. And now the kids inherit it. And they're in their 40s, maybe 50s, and they're responsible, they have responsible jobs and so forth. So they say to the kids, go, I wonder what I ought to do with this. And so it's like all of a sudden there's this burden that's fallen on them to do something with the inheritance. So one thing is they can go to the online trading academy, that's not too good. But another thing that the prudent ones will do is they'll say, you know what, I'm going to pay off my credit cards. I'm gonna pay off my mortgage. That is something proven to do, long-term plan there. Well, maybe I'll just get a bigger house, you know. Maybe I'll just get a bigger house, then it'll get a better house. And I paid off his credit cards. And then the next year comes, and you know, I've always wanted a swimming pool in my backyard. And I got a little bit of money now, I think maybe I'll do that. That's a good investment. We'll use that for years. And you know, my car, that car's, I need to pay. I don't want to have a car loan, so I'll just pay for it. And even big fortunes can't take that kind of punishment for very many years before they are a small fortune. You know, the joke was that the best way to get a small fortune is to start with a large fortune. And so it's sad but true, okay? So what do I think is the best way for them to view this? I think the way they should view this is if they get your life savings, they better never spend it, ever. Their job is to be stewards of it. And what they should do is take distributions each year equal to what that money can earn reasonably. And with the idea that they would have this as sort of a permanent asset base, it's security for them and maybe for the grandkids if they can be good stewards of it. The families that are blessed are those few that have enough prudence and sense to be able to maintain assets from generation to generation. For most of us, all our life, if we wanted another dime, we had to go out and work, right? Well, there's a few people that actually have a few dimes coming in because there's an asset base back there somewhere, right? And for most of us who've been working towards retirement, we're creating some asset base. If that could last a long time and be a benefit for us and then for our kids, that'd be wonderful. But they gotta all understand the game. So, to me, it's a real shame that so many families have trouble with this. And so one of my goals is to try to help families with that. So I'm an attorney, I'm a CPA, and I also have a financial advisory firm. So we try to help families with their investments and to avoid those kinds of plans.